everyone, welcome to another video in our programming tutorial series. In today's videos, we will be solving question number 4 from chapter 3 of the book Object Oriented Programming in C++ by Robert Lafore. First of all, check the question. In this question, the author asks about create an equivalent of 4 functions calculator. In this question, we will create a 4 functions of calculator. First of all, the program should ask the user to enter a number, and after entering a number, the program will ask about the operator. And other number means user will enter number 1. After the entering of number 1, the program will ask about the operators, and after operator, the program asks about the another number. In this program, we will use the floating points. It should then carry out the specified arithmetic operations. Our program will be perform following operations like adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. All these operations will be performed on two numbers because user will enters a number 1 and number 2. After this, the author asks about the switch statement to select the operators. Finally, display the result. When it finished the calculation, the program should ask whether the user wants to do another calculation. The response can be Y or N. This is the important factors of the question. After performing the operations, the program should ask the user to use another calculations. If he enter Y, then the program execute go to the there because we will using switch statement, or if the user enter n, then the program will terminate. Here the author give an example like enter first number, operator, second number, and here is example. Just like that, first user will enter the number 1. After this, user enter a operator and second number. Then the answer will be this, and after solving these equations, the program will ask about do and other y or n. If user will enter y, then program will execute and ask about the first number, operator, and the second number. Here is the example. And here user will enter n. The program asks to another and user enter n. So this will terminate the program. So let's clear the screen. So open our dev C++ IDE for this program. First of all, including the required libraries to perform input and output operations, we need to include the IOStream library. Here is the code snippet like hash include IOStream and using name space std semicolon. In second step, the main functions and the variables. Let's do define our main functions and variables we'll be using. We will need two floating points variables num1 and num2 because in question he asks about a number 1 and operator and an other number. Also he asks us to using floating point. So here we will use character variable o op to store the operator and another character variable choice to handle the user choice to performing the another calculation. So implementing a calculation loop to allow the user to perform the multiple calculations. We will use a do while loop. This loop will execute at least once and continue as long the user want to perform additional calculation. Let's implement our code into main. Here float num1 semicolon sorry comma and num2 here is semicolon. After this ask to the program will ask to enter a operator. The as operator we will save character char op and char choice. Now here we will implement a do while loop. First of all, out enter first number operator and second number in num1 num2 and in both num1 and num2 we will use op that will save our operators between two number. And here float float result is equal to 0. Now we will use switch statement. Switch op. In this switch statement we will use case case plus then result is equal to num1 plus num2. Here break and in case minus result equal to num1 minus num2 and break. In third case, if user will enter multiplication, then the result will be equal to num1 steric num2 and break. In case if num2 equal to 0, cout error, division by 0 is not allowed, and handle result equal to num1 divided by num2, and here is break. Cout cout invalid cout invalid operator. And continue. Here why we use continue, I will explain. And here cout answer is equal to result sorry, here we not result. And I'll now go to the question. This logic now implementing this, do an other calculations y over n in choice. This variable is declared here. Now while choice equal to y, or choice equal to capital Y, and here return 0. Now execute our code. Save it as Q4. Enter first number, operator and second number, just like here. Enter first number, operator and second number. We will use this first number, operator, second number and enter. Here is the answer. Now do you another calculation. Why? Mean yes. First number, operator, second number, C. Now we will enter N means no. Here is a program ended. Now come to the explanation of our code. Here including a libraries. Including a library. To perform input and output operations, we need to include the IOStream library. And in main function, define our main function and the variables we'll be using. We will need two floating points num1 and num2 to store the number entered by the user. Additionally, we use OP to store the operator and another character choice to handle the user choice to perform another calculation. In step 4, we use do while loop. Do while means while user will not enter n, do all the operations in do statement. While user not entering n, does do these operations. Here in this step, we will prompt the user to enter the first number, operator and second number. We will use the cout object to display the message to the user and cin object to receive the input. Here performing the calculation after operating user input, we will perform the arithmetic operations based on the operator entered. For this we will use switch statement. We will use switch statement. Check the value of OP, this OP, and execute the correction case block. In displaying the result, after performing the calculation, we will display the result of the user by this, because we will store the result here. You may see out it here. Just like that. But I store the result in a variable result and see out it here. You may see out before the break. And this prompt the user if they want to perform another calculation. If the user enter small y or capital Y, otherwise the loop will be break and the program will exit. In the final conclusion, in this video we solve the question 4 from the chapter 3 of the book Object-Oriented Programming in C++ by Robert Lafore. We build a 4 functions calculator that perform arithmetic based operations on the user's input. I hope you find this tutorial helpful and enjoy learning how to implement this calculation in C++. If you have any question, feel free to leave them in comments below. Don't forget to like video and subscribe to our channel for more programming tutorials.